why? Why do we do the things we do? I mean, seriously, if you think about it, I buy cookbooks because I really love food. I love to cook, I love to eat food I can enjoy, and I'm allergic to sugar, so that means I also don't eat dairy and I don't eat gluten. Occasionally, I allow myself a treat. I will admit to loving pizza, but the point is, I buy the cookbooks so that I can make food that I enjoy because I really love good food, because it brings me comfort and I feel nourished. Do you see? There's a why, there's a deeper why, there's a path that you can follow and find out what your deepest why for something is. So, I mean, think about all the things you do. Some of them make you feel really good, and some of them you don't even know why you're doing them off the top of your head. So if you have something that you're doing and it's not making you feel good and you don't know why you're really doing it, think about it. I mean, even get a piece of paper or a pad or, a notebook or something, and just, you can make a list if that's what works for you, if you're more of a written word type of person, or you can do like a pictogram or brain dump kind of thing. I kind of do both. I tend to like draw almost spider webs and just write words off each other if I'm really stuck on something, and get down to the very deepest why of why you do something. And then once you do that, you can decide if it's something you want to keep doing or not. And if it's not, then you need to reprogram your mind. And there's tons of books and information on doing that out there. But it can be really fascinating to find out your why for things. And sometimes it can be really surprising. You may not even realize. You think it's one reason, oh, well, it's fun and I enjoy doing it, whatever. But why do you enjoy doing it? I mean, what is the underlying motivation, the underlying feeling that you get from what you're doing? And sometimes just knowing that can make all the difference, and it can be really mind-altering to know what your deepest why for something is. I did an exercise a few days ago that a mentor suggested to figure out my motivation behind something, and I was actually really surprised at what I found. So I just wanted to, share that doing these exercises and really learning what your why is, what your motivation is for doing things, can be mind-altering, life-changing, really important. I write because I can see whole new worlds. I write because my characters are like friends and family, and I get to know them. And especially, if I'm writing long-term, like with the Valerian's Cove series, I'm over halfway through book 4, and by this point I think I know most of the people in the community pretty dang well, and it's like having a whole nother community of friends. And I like that. I like the community. I like developing the characters over time and the stories over time and seeing where they're going. It also gets me a little bit out of my own life sometimes. If something's not going the way I want it to in my own life, I can go right in my characters' lives, and oftentimes I get answers for what's going on with me through what's happening with my characters. It's a way of, it's almost an escape. It's a way of stepping outside of my own life by stepping into my characters' lives, and that's probably why I read too, because I read so much. I'm not saying my life's not great. It is. My life's awesome, but sometimes, even if your life is going really well, you need to step out of it for a little bit and take a little break. And for me, reading and writing does that, and so does painting. So it can be really interesting to find out your whys for doing things, like cooking for comfort, eating for comfort, wearing clothes that you feel good in because it makes you feel good. I like wearing clothes that I've made because people often comment on them and want to know where I got them, and then when I say I make them, they're like, oh my gosh. And so for me, it's like kind of a justification that, you know, my time and effort are well spent, that they're worth appreciating. And for me, that's major because my main stumbling block has always been feeling unworthy. So knowing that people appreciate my work is a really thrilling feeling for me. And I know that's one of my whys. But it's one that I've been working on, and I'm getting so much better at it. But, I mean, that's the thing with your whys. I mean, once you know your whys, you can change anything. So, short one today.